Have you ever thought about how strategy can get overwhelming? In my experience and feedback of many leaders and boards, especially if you're a high growth firm, strategy has actually become increasingly sophisticated and complicated. Now, if you work for a high growth, sizable organization, chances are that your firm has a marketing strategy to track and shape consumer tastes, a corporate strategy to benefit from synergies, a global strategy to capture global business opportunities, an innovation strategy to pull ahead of the competition, a digital strategy to exploit the channels and internet, and a social strategy to interact with communities online, and a regulatory strategy to address the regulatory or mandatory change. In each of these domains, there are talented people working on a long list of urgent and important, sometimes mandatory initiatives. You know this as a business leader. As companies respond to intensifying competitive and regulatory pressures and challenges, they ask more and more of their talent, but not enough to bring an appropriate framework to manage this and show for the efforts of their talented colleagues. But there is a solution. What if you instead created a values-based strategy and then selected fewer initiatives with greater impact? You as a company can make your strategies more powerful and meaningful, and you can create capacity. Now consider this approach, three-stage approach. Number one, firstly, as an executive or a CEO, set the tone for your leadership team and board in alignment with renewed values with regards to this new approach that you're going to be taking. Number two, create a values-based strategy and define your strategic initiatives, but also drawing synergies from mandatory initiatives. Don't just get your change or transformation function to do it by themselves. Get your management team involved and partner in the process, because this is a strategic endeavor. Number three, build a criteria. A strategic initiative is worthwhile only if it does one or more of the ones that I'm just going to talk about here now. A, it creates value for customers by raising their willingness to pay. So as your company finds ways to innovate or to improve existing products, the maximum price customers will be willing to pay for the offering rises as well. B, it creates value for employees by making work more attractive. And C, it creates value for suppliers by reducing their operating costs. As the suppliers' costs go down, the lowest price they would be willing to accept for their goods also falls. So there you go. How are you managing managing the different domains of strategy in your company? How complicated do you feel strategy is? Do you feel that a values-based strategy would benefit? Drop your comments in the box below.